Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Flashpoint, Wonder Woman and the Furies, issue 3 of 3. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, in addition to doing this individual review, I will also be making an announcement on exactly how I'm going to be doing a collected review of all the Flashpoint spin-off titles. As I said beforehand, when I finish a specific story arc in the issues, I will do a review of the story arc on a whole. However, with the Flashpoint titles, because the story arcs are so small, I'm just going to review them all, the whole entire story arc for all of them as a whole, well, at least the ones I've read. And I'm going to add another one to those, so I'll talk about that more towards the end of this video. So Wonder Woman issue number 3, Wonder Woman and the Furies for Flashpoint. This series has kind of been going back and forth between being good and being unnecessary. See, one thing you have to understand is Wonder Woman, the Furies, and Emperor Aquaman go hand in hand. Emperor Aquaman deals with the more here and now, where Wonder Woman, the Furies dealt with more what led up to the here and now. And often while reading this, I was just thinking, why didn't they just make this one comic, Wonder Woman versus Aquaman? It would have been a lot more interesting, a lot more well organized, and we wouldn't have to deal with such a mess. Maybe it's DC wanted to make more money, or maybe it's just they wanted to tell two separate stories for two separate characters. Whatever the case may be, it would have been better if this was in one collected story, rather than have Wonder Woman and the Furies be here and Emperor Aquaman be here and have them tie in. And you definitely get to see this tie-inage here. Tie-inage, that's a new word. See, here we get to see exactly what led up to some of the events in issue number 3 for Aquaman, Emperor Aquaman. We get to see exactly the bomb going off, the betrayal of Ocean Master and Wonder Woman's aunt. You get to see all that stuff. All this stuff we already know about because we read Emperor Aquaman issue number 3. Which makes me wonder, why did this come out after Emperor Aquaman issue number 3? It should have came out beforehand. It would have been a lot better for how you should read the issues and exactly what order you should read them in. But that's the basic story. It's just fill into exactly what happened during Emperor Aquaman issue number 3 beforehand and a little bit during hand. In addition to that, it's told from the eyes of Ocean Master and Wonder Woman's aunt. And this is actually the only issue where Wonder Woman feels like a genuine Wonder Woman-like character. She's not kind of a bad guy. She actually feels like, well, Wonder Woman. And a question was asked, are you a warrior or are you a diplomat? And she says, I'm an Amazon. And that kind of sums it up right there. So let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Well, it does fill in those gaps that we didn't have beforehand with Emperor Aquaman issue number 3. We're kind of sitting there going, what? There was betrayal? What? She walked in on them? What? What happened? It's unfortunate that we got it later than Emperor Aquaman number 3, but it fills in those gaps. The art is okay, and Wonder Woman is portrayed at least with decency, and she's not kind of the bad guy of the series in this. I also like the fact that it did come from the perspective of Ocean Master and Wonder Woman's aunt. Bad. Well, it's a little too little, a little too late. I mean, this came out at the wrong time. It should have came out before Emperor Aquaman issue number 3 of 3. And it really didn't add anything to it other than we see the betrayal happen. I mean, it's just kind of there, and it's a little disappointing. The Wonder Woman in the Fury series has definitely been the weaker of the two. And that's tough for me to say because I like Wonder Woman more. She's my second favorite character. But this series has been meh. But I'll get into that more when I actually review the series as a whole. Whether or not you should get it. Actually, you could probably not get this at all and be happy with what you got with Emperor Aquaman and the first two issues of Wonder Woman the Furies and be perfectly fine because this is absolutely not necessary. It's just there. So don't bother picking up. It's not worth it. As for the announcement, what I'm going to do is I also picked up the 3 issues of Abin Sur, Green Lantern. I have not read them yet, but I will read them, and I will post up a review of issue number 3. Unless you guys want me to review issue 1 and 2, but I figure it's, you probably already bought it at this point. And then I will do a collective review of Batman Night of Vengeance, Emperor Aquaman, Wonder Woman the Furies, and Green Lantern Abin Sur, all at once in a collective review for those of you out there that want to pick up trade paperbacks, or hardcovers, or just graphic novels in general. So with that said, again, Wonder Woman the Furies really wasn't that good of an issue, issue number 3, so don't bother picking it up. Just go for Emperor Aquaman issue number 3. With that said, this is Andrew saying peace out for now.